Hey guys, what's up? Doing a deck tech today for the deck that I'm playing at Friday Night Magic. Today, you know. So I'm playing blue-black control with like a red card in it. So that's why the mana base looks awkward with those couple of guys over there. But basically blue-black control land setup, 4 Darkslick Shores, 4 Drowned Catacombs. I've got an Evolving Wilds in case if I draw my 1 red card without having a red source. So 4 red sources in the deck, which is plenty for 1 card out of 60 that requires red mana, and it only requires 1. So playing Evolving Wilds and a Dragonskull Summit. Black's the heaviest color in the deck by far, so that's why I don't have any of the I don't have a Sulfur Falls instead. 2 mountains, you know, in case you draw one, sometimes you don't. I need Evolving Wilds. 5 islands and 7 swamps with 2 Ghost Quarters for the Wolf Run type decks and yes, for mid-range decks that run Vault of the Archangel. So there's my land base. And here's my main deck. I ran 10 creatures, 3 Snapcaster Mage, 4 Vampire Nighthawk, and 3 Augur of Bolas. When I saw Augur of Bolas spoiled, I instantly fell in love with it because I played Seagate Oracle a lot when that was legal in Standard, and that card was so awesome. So this guy's going to be really sweet too, and I made sure I have plenty of instants and sorceries in the deck to make him work, along with Snapcaster Mage. So it's pretty based around those two, since they are a sweet pair of 2-drops. Vampire Nighthawk's really excellent against aggro decks, which I'm expecting there to be a lot of. And he's good against aggro. He's good against control because you get to attack them a lot. And he's just sweet. And I wish I could find my other copies of the promo ones so that I wouldn't have to be playing 2 non-promos and drive myself insane. But, so I got those. I have Staff of Nin because it's a sweet card. It can deal with quite a few creatures right now, and it's got a Howling Mine effect for yourself, which is very excellent in a control deck. Moving on to Planeswalkers, Nicol is my 1 red card. Just got him last night in the booster box, so I was like, yeah, you know, I feel like playing control again, and I didn't get a chance to play with him the first time around because Cruel Ultimatum was basically taking a spotlight for anything that would want to ever play him. 2 Sorin Markovs, pretty black, heavy 6-drop. If he lands and he stays around, he can stabilize you against aggro very easily. He allows you to much more quickly, like, kill them if you have like a couple Nighthawks out and you've been protecting yourself for a while. You can put them at 10 and actually go on the offensive. Jace Memory Adept, really sweet against other control decks, which there might be a few of. I'm not sure, I haven't been there for a couple weeks, so I don't know what the meta's like anymore. But, you know, just mill them for 10 or draw yourself some extra cards. Liliana the Vale, one of my favorite Planeswalkers ever, next to Jace Memory Adept and Johnny Vengeance. I got those. I just love the card advantage that she provides usually, like, especially in a deck where you're actually like playing out your creatures to block and help defender. You can +1 her like off the, like, as soon as you play her, and you can help defender to her ultimate and just destroy your opponent like that. She's good removal against pretty much every deck that doesn't just swarm with a ton of dudes. But yeah, so her ultimate's pretty good in this type of deck where you've got counter spells and stuff, so that you can ultimate her and then like set them back, basically make them choose their lands or their dudes, and you've got removal for their dudes. If they take their land, you got a whole bunch of counter spells. I got 1 Curse of Death's Hold for like some like small token decks, maybe like the green-red decks. If you land a curse against them, they deal a lot less damage. 3 Black Sun Zeniths for some mass removal spells that you can keep getting back. Like Delver counters, so you can Snapcaster it again and stuff. Just a sweet all-around removal spell. It's like as good as you can get for blue-black with that, unless because Mutilate's basically mono-black. The highest I can get Mutilate would be 7. and I'd probably only be hitting for like 2 or 3 at the most on average on turn 4. 2 Forbidden Alchemies for some digging, helps put like instant sorceries in your graveyard to help Snapcaster along. Got Mana Leaks because they're Mana Leaks, they're awesome. Got 3 Rewind and a Dissipate for the late game counter spells. So like you get an Augur of Bolas late game, you're not stuck choosing a Mana Leak for your counter spell that you want to get off of it. And that is the Rewind that I got out of the Urza Saga booster pack, which is pretty sweet. Dissipate's just another good all-around counter. A whole bunch of the instants in the deck, it makes Rewind better, so you can like counter the spell, then play another one, then you can counter that one too. Or you can play Doomblade or Dismember. And Rewind's also the best counter spell to use on your turn. So like a lot of people like try to like force something through with Flash that you have to counter on your own turn, or like an instant or something, so that they can make you waste their mana, and then you can, and then they can play like a much better card on their turn and stuff. So Rewind's excellent on that. Doomblades and Dismembers, you know, just some basic spot removal that Liliana and Sorin don't take care of, and Nicol Bolas too. So next we'll move on to the sideboard. Alright, so here I've got 4 Duress if there's like a control mirror that I go up against. So glad to be playing that again, especially the old art. I love that. 4 Vile Rebirth because I know for sure that there's definitely some people playing zombies. It's a really popular deck right now, and it's just excellent against Grolf's Messenger and stuff. 2 Mental Missteps for the Delver decks, and any deck that relies on Birds of Paradise. It's excellent against. Doomblade against another like creature deck, especially like red-green, and like garbage like Pod and stuff. Geth's Verdict, it's pretty decent against Delver as well, because you can get their you can get their Geist of Saint Draft or Invisible Stalker if they're playing those. Geth's Verdict is still good against Restoration Angel. Ratchet Bombs for like tokens and stuff like that. Also like Huntmaster of the Fells maybe, depending on how the matchup feels. And 2 Gut Shot also for against not so much against Delver anymore because of Restoration Angel, but definitely against like the red-green decks that rely on Birds of Paradise and Land of Werewolf and little dudes like that. So here's the deck, and this is what I am playing today. I will probably report later on how I did. Might do that, might not, haven't decided yet. But yeah, this is what I'm playing, and I will be doing another one next week, and I will see you then. Peace.